Lines this hour, whatever you'd like to chat about, 989-752-6111. 989-752-6111. Open phones for the hour. And that's interesting. Oops, we may have a phone problem. They're all locked up for some reason. That would not be good. That would not be good. Well, we'll let you know what we're doing. We'll either use that or try and use a different phone number. We'll see what happens. Right now, we got 3 red circles on our phones, which is unusual to say the least. So we'll see if we can get them reset here and go from there. Meantime, I talked about this the other day, and I just wanted to follow up. Flock cameras are very much in the news. They're like 5,000 police agencies across the country are using them, including several locally. And they are a tool to help police track criminals. One retiring congressman, whose name is Representative Thomas Massie, has introduced a bill to stop federal funding from any local governments or police departments that deploy flock security cameras. And he claims that he's doing that to protect you from unreasonable search and surveillance. Well, I'm going to take issue with it. It's not unreasonable search and surveillance. Why do I say that? Because you are on a public street. These cameras are all focused on public roads, public intersections, or particular areas of, for example, Saginaw Valley State University. Let's say they have flock cameras. They watch their roads. They're basically license plate readers. Well, you're out there in public. Your plate's public. What's the difference if the camera sees you or a police officer in his car sees you? First of all, the cameras don't see you. They only see the plate. And the information is only stored for 30 days. After the 30th day, that image disappears permanently. You can't go back and get it. So on the 31st day, if they get a tip about a particular license plate and they want to see where it's been, they're out of luck. Because the plate is gone from the system. Now, if it's seen on multiple days, obviously you might have a chance to find it. But again, it only stays in the system for 30 days. And these flock cameras are placed strategically at intersections, high traffic intersections, and have aided many, many police departments in finding criminals, perpetrators who just committed a crime. Also can be used in helping to locate kidnap victims and youngsters who may be taken. If they get a car or plate number and they can track that vehicle. So I think they're getting carried away with fear. I understand the Big Brother controversy, and we don't want Big Brother watching us and all of that stuff. Well, if you don't want Big Brother watching you, you need to stay home. Because the minute you go out, in this day and age particularly, it's not only flock cameras you got to worry about, you got to worry about your neighbor. Everybody's got a camera. Every cell phone has a camera in it that's probably better than most big cameras that you can buy and easier to use. So the expectation of privacy when you're in public goes right out the window. No such thing. No such thing. So I don't. He's introducing this bill. He's leaving Congress. I don't think this bill's going to go anywhere, but we'll see. Just thought I'd bring it up. We are having, at least for the moment, a phone issue. The lines we use appear to be locked out and not usable, which makes it difficult to do a telephone talk show. They are working on it, though, to try and get it fixed. Otherwise, I'll give you an alternate number here in a minute or two. If we can't get these lines cleared up, we'll move to Plan B, which we always have in our pocket. In the meantime, I pulled out a couple of stories that I found interesting that I wanted to chat about for a minute, aside from the flock cameras. And this particular headline caught my attention immediately. There is a legal fight. This is a headline. Legal fight over churches endorsing candidates. This fight has come up again as the midterms get closer. There is a legal battle unfolding as to whether churches are able to endorse candidates and take part in politics openly without crossing the lines for the Internal Revenue Service. Because part of the IRS ban is tax-exempt houses of worship from direct involvement in politics. But there's been a pretty heated court battle going on since about 1924, and something called the so-called Johnson Amendment was added to the Internal Revenue Code in 1954 and banned all tax-exempt 501c3 organizations, churches, charities, from directly or indirectly participating in politics, specifically in endorsement or opposition of candidates. And I have to admit that I was torn on this. And here's why. I am a free speech advocate. And part of free speech means that I have tolerance for those who I disagree with. And I don't believe in limiting the speech. However, here's the other side of the argument. If you are an organization asking the government to provide you with special exemptions, for example, being a tax-free organization like a church, then you should be expecting there'll be conditions. On the one hand, you're taking from the government, and then you turn right around and, depending on the party you're supporting, you speak against that government. So I have long believed churches should worry about my spiritual being and stay away from my political being. I do not go to church or temple or mosque to be told who I should vote for and how I should vote. That's not why I go. I go for the spiritual side. Belief in God. So I just, this is one of those issues that can tear you apart. On the one hand, believing in free speech, and on the other hand, saying, well, wait a minute, you're asking for special privilege, and part of the privilege is you can't insert yourself in politics as an organization. So, anyhow, we are still working on these phones. We can try some other lines and see if we can get it. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more.
Summer is here, and there's never...
Look, things are getting more expensive, but at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35.
Back with you. His phone problem's been solved. 989-752-6111. And Scott is with us. Scott is with us in Saginaw. Scott, good morning.
Hey, morning, Art. I got a few things. First, I'd like to start with the negotiation here with Trump and Iran. I'm listening to the media, and they're hee-hawing around saying Trump don't know what to do. He don't know how to negotiate. But I'd like to take a look at the Iranian leadership here, because their ideology is either blow you up or strap a bomb on themselves or their children and blow you up. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with that? And so to me, either you have to pound those people in the dirt, unfortunately, or put that leadership in the dirt, because they're just not going to negotiate. And with that, I think the Iranian leadership is smart enough to know that we have lunatics running for office over here, and if they get power, they will stop Donald Trump from continuing on in Iran. And they know
I'll say this about that, because that's an interesting point. But it wouldn't matter whether it's Donald Trump or anybody else. They cannot be trusted. You can come up with whatever agreement you want to come up with, and it'll last about 10 seconds with them. They just can't be trusted. I don't care who the administration is. Doesn't matter.
No, but like I said, I think these people know that if they wait this out and some of these nutballs that we have running for the Democrat Party get in office, they will handcuff the military and stop them. Right now, if anybody's watching this, Pete Hegseth was up there on the Hill asking for money, and the Democrats are refusing it. And what did Hegseth say? He said, listen, you guys never had a problem giving money to the Ukrainians, but now for the American people, you won't do it. They're sick. It's unfortunate these people are so bad. And then speaking of that, Haley Stevens, I don't know if you've seen some of her commercials, but she says single-handedly she's taken on the drug company and forced them to bring down prices. I'd like her to name one price that she single-handedly made that do.
Yeah, it's all her, right?
Yeah. And the other one, she says she wants to go after Trump's corruption because he's making billions. I'd like to know where he's making money. Show me, Haley. And the third one is she says single-handedly she stopped ICE from being corrupt in our state, and we just had ICE agents over here in the township removing illegals. So either she's lying or ICE broke the law that she single-handedly made.
Yeah. Well, she's a politician like all the rest. What can I tell you?
Well, not all of them lie that blatantly, though.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them lie. I mean, like Perry Johnson, I don't like the stuff he's saying. He's got some negative commercials out there. I don't like it when they lie. Speak the truth. Let you get into office on your merit. Don't lie about the other people. I find that so disgusting.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, politics has become that today, so you might as well get used to it because I don't see it changing. Unfortunately. No. All right.
All right,
Scott,
thanks, Art.
have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye now. And let's talk to Carl in Saginaw. Carl, good morning.
Good morning, Art. Scott didn't seem to know where that report came from about Trump making billions. Well, that was information that Trump released himself about his income. That's where that report came from. That he's made almost $2 billion since he's been in office. Trump reported that.
Yeah.
So anyway, the war in Iran, it's been going on about 5 months now. The Pentagon is asking for more money, even though we spend almost $1 trillion a year on our defense budget. They're asking for more money now. Apparently, we're running out of munitions. And there don't seem to be a lot of good military options left at this point. We don't have enough troops in the area to invade, and Trump doesn't want casualties. So all of his threats seem pretty empty at this point.
Well, I mean, I don't think any American wants
invasion.
invasion.
We can bomb them. We can bomb them more, but that doesn't seem to be doing much. And how much money are we going to spend, on this? It's just like a blank check for the military. They're just cranking up the printing press. You used to be against this kind of spending.
I've never been against military spending. Don't put words
Well,
in my mouth.
Art, we apparently we spend on our military what the next 10 countries combined spend on their militaries. Now, does that seem a little out of whack? And they want to spend more.
No, because a lot of those countries depended on us for their safety. That's why we have bases all over Europe.
Yeah, but this includes Russia, China,
Includes the
North
world.
Korea, all those countries. We dwarf what we spend on the military. And now after 5 months, we're running out of munitions.
Well,
so where
that's
did
debatable.
all that money go?
That's been debated whether we are or not.
Well, it is pretty widely accepted that we're running low on Patriot missiles and some of these other high-end systems. And that's why they're asking for $70 more billion. So it just, and there's no end in sight. And, Trump is, one day he's declaring he's going to bomb them to the Stone Age. Next week he's going back to negotiations. You said we can't trust them. So where does that leave us?
Don't know. It's what I've said in the beginning when the war started. I wasn't that I was against that. I just wanted an end game. How do you get out?
Well,
And I haven't heard it.
we all wanted to get the enriched uranium, but we're no closer today, I don't think, than we were 5 months ago on that.
Well, we're
They
probably
have
closer to the
they have-
fact they can't do anything with it right now.
Well,
But who
I don't
knows?
think they could do anything before, but it still hasn't solved the problem. They have a
Yeah.
more radical regime in charge.
All right.
Okay. Well,
See what happens.
all right. Thanks for the call.
You bet.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
Bye now.
Well, we move on to Maria in Saginaw. Maria, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Lewis. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I just wanted to tell you that your previous guest was really nice, and it was really nice to hear about
Oh, the
his
magic.
relationship with his family
Mm-hmm.
and how they supported him.
Yep. Yeah, it was a good interview.
So,
Interesting guy.
yes.
For those of
well,
you who
thanks
missed
for
it, we're
that.
talking about Al Belmont. He's a magician. He's going to be in Frankenmuth for the next 3 weekends at Fisher Theater. And if you want to know more, you can go to belmontmagic.com and find out more about it. Excellent.
Yeah, I think he's really a good person, and I'm really glad his
Yeah,
parents supported him.
he was a neat guy.
That helps a lot in
Cool.
the family dynamic when the parents are supporting
Yep,
their children.
absolutely.
Well, thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome. Thanks for calling, Maria. Bye-bye now. And let's go to Thomas Township. We'll talk to Bill this morning. Bill, good morning.
Good morning, Art. I know there's a lot of talk on what the war is costing us and everything with Iran. But, if you look back at what happened at the border for those 3.5 years, my last count was up over 700 billion. So when it was all said and done, I think it was $1 trillion that fiasco cost us. And we would still be paying for it today because of what we have to do for the ones that all came through.
And we still are
And
paying
yet-
for it.
I know it, and none of that was ever covered on the news during that whole time. How much money was that's $1 trillion. $1 trillion that could have gone to the cities and the states in the United States, and yet there was no discussion on it. So
Yeah, I could have paid down some of our debt. That's what he could have done.
yeah, 100%. So I just thought I'd bring that up.
All right. Good enough, Bill. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
Take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We come back. We're heading south. Another bill, but this one in Dallas, Texas. More ahead.
Campaign season is funny.
Liners from $349. Scratch and save up to an extra 50% off. Or choose up to 60-month special financing. Visit any of our 12 mid-Michigan locations or shop GodwinsFurniture.com.
And we are back in business. Speaking of business, by the way, couple of things for you. We have some remotes coming up that are really cool. Look forward to them every year. This Thursday, I will be at the Bay Civic Arena for the Friends of the Bay County Library book sale. If you've never been to this, thousands, I mean thousands of used books, CDs, DVDs, all kinds of the puzzles. It is a wonderful, wonderful book sale that takes up one of the two ice arenas, and it fills it up. I mean, it's full. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will be there for the opening day, this Thursday, and we'll be talking to the director of the Bay County Library System and also the head of the Friends of the Library. So it's going to be a good morning, a busy morning. Then Saturday morning, from 8 to 11, I will be at the Munger Potato Festival, another annual event we look forward to. And if that's not enough, then Tuesday, August 4th, we'll be there for the opening day of the Saginaw County Fair and our Michigan Fruit Pie Contest. So we have a busy hunk of time in the next few days. By the way, thank you for holding on and through our little crises here with our off-air, what have you. Phones are open now again. So if you have something you want to chat about, 989-752-6111. We'll put you in touch with us. Hopefully, we are not going to get too much of what's being called damaging winds and flash flooding this week for a big region of the Midwest and the East Coast. And we are right smack in the middle of it, according to the maps that I've looked at. Although I just checked radar and did not see anything on the radar for us. There were some storms north of us, north of Harrison, cutting across out into the bay. But as far as it goes for us right now anyway, don't see anything that's going to catch us. There are some storms that came on shore, but they are moving to the southeast and don't look like they're going to impact us. Going through Grand Rapids right now and areas like that, and they look pretty heavy. Some of them coming on shore with lots of red in them. Then there is a big system farther north that's moving down, and that eventually might be the one that'll impact us. But this system is throughout the Midwest and East. So we'll try and keep up to date on it and make sure we don't get surprised. They were saying on the forecast earlier today that between 11 and like 3 in the afternoon, best chance for us to see some heavy weather. But right now, as I said, I looked at the radar and didn't see anything threatening immediately. There are quite a few systems to the west and northwest of us, but they don't seem to be moving in our direction yet. That's yet. And I'm just looking at a different radar here and seeing if it's any different. Nope, it looks the same. Looks like they're going east of us, west of us, but not coming at us at the moment. Heaviest storms right now were off the east coast up around Tawas. Lots of lightning and storms going through there. But for us, right now anyway, don't let your guard down. But right now for us, we're clear. That is subject to change, of course, as is everything. It's been a weird kind of weather year. Spring was different, it was hot. Went through May, which was miserable. And we've had some super hot days. Then we got cool. Probably going to warm up again a little bit. But these storms that are coming through are bringing hail, damaging winds, mostly straight line winds, although I heard Matthew Mondro this morning say that they couldn't eliminate the possibility of a twister winding. Great Lakes and Ohio Valley are the greatest risks for these storms. And they're saying by Sunday evening, the system is expected to develop into a widespread barrage of storms with heavy rain, a wide swath of damaging wind gusts in the Great Lakes region. And we'll have to keep aware of it so we can bring you any necessary warnings. Keep you safe. By goodness. All right. Lines open 989-752-6111. And we can take a pause here, and then we'll be back.
I'm John James.
All right, we're back with you. And by the way, coming up on Focus, we're going to be talking to Barb Appold. She is the president and CEO of United Financial Credit Union. Been an increase in fraudulent scam-type phone calls. We'll talk about that and talk about some other credit union issues, all coming up right after the news here on WSGW. Everything back in order after our little blip earlier this hour. So the phones are working again. The station is working again. And we have absolutely no idea what caused it. It was one of those little blips. Everything goes down. And here you sit, looking for something to do. All part of the game, you know? All part of the game. Last night, I had an opportunity to go to the Eddie Band concert. And another good one. I mean, that Eddie Band, we are blessed in this area with all of these wonderful musical organizations. And I've said this before, but, you know, where are you going to find a city of about 400,000 people if you assume Saginaw Bay and Midland counties are a total of about 400,000 people? Where are you going to find a city that size with 2 symphony orchestras, multiple concert bands, multiple theater companies, multiple art museums, and other museums? It's amazing what we have around here. Absolutely amazing. And then all the specialty museums. For example, have you ever been to the Fire Equipment Museum in Bay City on Patterson? Do you know at that museum they house the one and only New York City super pumper and super tender? That's right. It's right there in Bay City. Over the years, they've collected these pieces. They're restoring them. The tractors are running. They're going to be doing some work on the pump, on the super tanker. The super pumper, I should say. And these are all things that we have in this area. Aside from the Great Lakes, Saginaw Bay, Saginaw River, and all its tributaries. Think about it. We are blessed in this area. And I bring this up because last night I spent some time at the Eddie Band concert down at Joe Park. Fabulous, fabulous show. They've got one more to go next Sunday. And then, of course, we do the Christmas show with them for the benefit of the Salvation Army and our Food for Families campaign. So we're looking forward to doing that again. All right, that's going to put this one to bed for now. We'll take time out for the news from ABC and the local report with Michael Percher. Then we'll be back with Barb Appold from United Financial Credit Union. All of that is ahead.
Broadcasting from the